the one thing that I did different this cycle than any other cycle is the bad thing that came out of this appointment is I was told I probably am not going to be seen again until I'm almost 12 weeks. So that's when they scheduled my next appointment. Good morning. Today I have my very first OB appointment. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be blood work to confirm that I am pregnant and then going over my prior medical history and pregnancies, labor, deliveries, stuff like that. But I will get confirmation of pregnancy hopefully today, if not within the next few days, because I think that we either do a blood or a blood and urine test, but I know for sure they're gonna do a blood test today. But before we go to my appointment, I wanna answer probably one of your guys' most common question that I've been getting a lot in my comment section, and that is what supplements I've been taking, what did I do differently this cycle that I conceived. And if you hear loud popping noises or something going on, my son is sitting at the table with me playing, so you're probably going to hear him making noises. Right, Kyler?
Yeah.
All right, so yes, I apologize if there's some weird noises going on in the background, but let's talk about supplements. I'm going to share what I have been taking and then what I am still taking. To start off, I am taking the Pink Stork Prenatal. This is the total prenatal with DHA, and I'm going to link everything I share in the description below. So if you want to actually see the physical product, you can go and see the product. But I have been taking this for a very, very, very long time. I mean, I've been taking a prenatal since I was trying to conceive with my first baby, but I really like their prenatal, so I'm going to continue buying these. I was taking that before I got pregnant, and I will continue to take this now. The other thing that I took before I got pregnant and I have continued to take is CoQ10. This is 300 milligrams. This is just the Costco brand because I found this to be the most affordable. And I take 2 of these a day, so 600 milligrams. And I have been doing this for at least 3 to 4 months, and I'm a firm believer it takes 90 days for anything to really work in your system, and I think that that is true with this and the other product that I'm going to show you next. But I am going to continue to take CoQ10 throughout my pregnancy, and I will probably continue to take it even after my pregnancy. The other thing that I've been taking for about 3 to 4-ish months is this Pink Stork Myo-Chiro-Inositol 3.6 to 1 ratio. And I am on my 4th bottle. That's why I'd say 3 to 4 months. So there's still quite a lot of this in the bottle, and this is a month supply. And this is my 4th bottle, like I said. So I think I got a good solid 3 months out of the Myo-Chiro-Inositol and the CoQ10 together. I think this made a huge difference in improving my egg health quality and contributed to me getting pregnant. I know that before I started taking this, my cycles were very long and very irregular, and every month that I finished one of these bottles, my cycle got more and more regular. The month that I conceived, I believe I ovulated on cycle day 15, and I have never ever tracked myself ovulating on cycle day 15 unless I was taking fertility medications, which I give that to this. I think this is the reason why I ovulated closer to normal. I know there's no such thing as a normal time to ovulate, but prior to taking anything like this, I was ovulating in the 20s, so cycle day 20 something. The other thing that I have been taking for a while is iron, because I am low on iron typically, and with having natural cycles, you do lose iron every time you have a period. So I was supplementing with iron. I have stopped supplementing with iron now that I am pregnant. And then if I have blood work that says that I need to start supplementing again, I will go back to taking iron, but I am stopping it as of now. And then the one thing that I did different this cycle than any other cycle is progesterone cream. And I know a lot of people say progesterone creams are kind of a gimmick and they don't really work and you need to go and get prescription from a doctor. So I don't want to come on here and be like, this is what helped me get pregnant. By any means. I don't know that to be fact. I don't know that to be true, but this is the first and only time I have ever used progesterone cream. I started using this the night after I had my 3 temp rises. So I think that was technically maybe like 4 DPO that I started using this, and I have been using it ever since. Once this bottle is gone, I do not plan to purchase another bottle, but this is the only thing I did different at all this cycle. But I am planning on doing a whole video on tips and tricks and things that I've learned over the years of trying to conceive that is all about how to get pregnant naturally on your own. And I'm going to try to really key into people who have irregular cycles, because that is something that I have struggled with for years. And I want to put together a really good video on everything that you might want to know about trying to conceive when you have irregular cycles, from somebody who has gone through it for years and has struggled with not wanting to be on fertility medications. Many of you may be in the same boat as me, where you're being told you need to do fertility treatments, but that just is not something that you are okay with doing at this time, or maybe okay with doing at all. I will catch back up with you guys when I am at my doctor's appointment. All right, I just got home from my doctor's appointment and I didn't film anything because it was not eventful at all, but the kids are watching Halloween Town and I got them some snacks, so they're just like hanging out. So I thought I'd take a minute and let you know what happened at my doctor's appointment. It turned out how I thought. We just talked about my prior medical history when it comes to pregnancies and delivery and all of that good stuff. And then I had my blood drawn, a bunch of blood taken from me, which is my least favorite part about pregnancy. And then I had to, give them a cup of like a urine sample and all of that. The bad thing that came out of this appointment is I was told I probably am not going to be seen again until I'm almost 12 weeks. So that's when they scheduled my next appointment. I discussed with the nurse my concerns of my prior miscarriage and not knowing I was having a miscarriage and all that stuff. And unfortunately, she would not schedule me any sooner and basically told me, hey, if you have any complications, then just go to the emergency room. Which, that's pretty sucky. That's how it is. Some of you may or may not know, but my husband is in the military, and right now I'm being seen on a military base for like my medical stuff, and that is why I'm being seen so like late out. And she actually informed me that our insurance actually only pays for one ultrasound unless you have like special circumstances and they like can deem you high risk to have more ultrasounds, which is absurd. I've always had this insurance for all my pregnancies, and I've literally never been told that until this pregnancy. So I don't know, I'm really irritated, and I really don't want to wait until 12 weeks to have an ultrasound to figure out if my baby has a heartbeat or not. And I'm going to look into other options. Like, I'm fine paying for a regular ultrasound at another place to have one done. I just don't know what type of place I can go to and just like pay out of pocket to have an ultrasound done. So I'm gonna look into some of that stuff, because I would rather have an ultrasound in like a few weeks, because my baby will have a heartbeat and I wanna make sure my baby has a heartbeat. I'm just frustrated to have to wait that long, but I did have like a beta and everything done, so I'll know like how pregnant am I kind of thing, be able to verify all that stuff. She did say if my numbers are abnormally low, then they would schedule me for more lab work. So if, you know, that happens and I have to have more lab work, maybe they would schedule me for another appointment depending on the circumstances. But she kind of was like, no, we don't schedule you before then. There's no point for, you know, basically multiple first trimester appointments. You get one first trimester appointment, which is very close to you already being in your second trimester. So yeah, I don't know. As you can tell, I'm not in the best mood, but as of right now, everything seems to be going smoothly. So I'm just going to have faith that it will continue to go smoothly, and I'm gonna go see what my kiddos are laughing about over there, and I will see you in my next video.